Okay, I need to do something real quick because I need to get the date in the title. 324. No, so yesterday was 323. Okay. So from 840 Clark Lane, and I noticed since I've been reporting to the federal government the locations that there are a lot of new locations where I'm being stalked from. So it may be the same people who found another location to do it from, or they're just additional locations. But the bottom line is they're being tracked just like I'm being tracked. Now, the people who are stalking me and using my SIM card, cloned copies of my SIM card, and radio waves to get access to my devices despite whether or not I have the Wi-Fi turned off. My phones are recording, all of my devices are recording their activity in return. So from 840 Clark Lane, and they have a way of knowing as soon as I leave my property. So they leave from their location and follow me to wherever I'm going. Yesterday, I only went one place, two places. I went to Walmart in Fernly, and then I went to Silverado and ate food and came home. Both locations were in Fernly. So they knew that I left my property. So they left 840 Clark Lane at 8:45 a.m. Now, if you look again, this is not a road that they travel from. This is an aircraft of some form. Now, I've been being followed by some of the larger jets now, as well as, or whatever you want to call those things, as well as the helicopters. Still, not as often, where they were coming to my house and doing electromagnetic scans of the property and radiating me and my animals all day and all night. That kind of foolishness has stopped. But that had gone on for almost 4 years. It's only stopped within the last 2 months since the Naval Attorney General has started investigating, because a good 60% of the stalking and harassment and vandalism on the property and trespassing have been Navy guys. I believe a squad, because it's a group of 5 guys I keep seeing and kept encountering, including on my property and around town. But squads change, groupings change. The blonde-haired guy, I think he's somebody who's stationed here where he's not coming in and out like the others do. He has a curl to his hair, tall, very slender, light-colored eyes. Everyone else has had dark hair, very short-cut hair, and dark eyes. One of the guys is, I think, is Native American. Okay. So now this is my property, 1435 Harmon, and you can see them. This is my hill on my property, where they came up from the back side of the hill to the top, where they sit up on the hill and watch everything I do for my trailer. And I've done a video, because we're 660 feet onto our property, so they have to trespass on my property to surveil and to operate most drones and to do the radio waves to access my devices illegally and because all devices, electronic devices, have modems in them. So whether or not you have your Wi-Fi turned off or secured, they can still bypass that, go into the modem access of your devices, have your devices doing things that you don't know, sending messages, recording stuff, photographing, you name it, they can do it. If they have that level of technical expertise. But it's definitely not just plausible, but highly probable with this level of cybercrimes and criminal activity. Now, of course, all of this is against FCC federal regulations and the Department of Justice regulations, who also, by the way, is investigating. So they went over the reservoir area. Let me make this smaller. And followed me to Walmart, which is the top piece. And then right across the street from Walmart is Silverado. So as you see, Silverado Casino, which has a really nice restaurant. I go there often, not as often as I used to pre-COVID, but their food is fantastic. I really like their food, great prices. Okay, so I went to Silverado. They kind of bounced around on top of the casino, so they repositioned themselves several times in the casino or on top of the casino, because again, this is not a land vehicle. As you see, it has to be aerial because it's going over freeways and highways and streets and on top of buildings that it can't do, a normal building can't. I never went inside Walmart. They went and landed on top of Walmart. I never went into the building. I just pulled into the Walmart parking lot. I met someone there who I sold 3 of my laying hens to. So we just met in the parking lot. She was already there when I arrived. Gave the birds to her and left. So all this activity at Walmart. I never went inside Walmart. I was never at the pharmacy. I was never in any of these areas. I only went into the parking lot. And as you see, of course, I drove Highway 50. They followed alongside me, coming and going, all the way to Fernly. And so I arrived at Silverado somewhere around 10 and left somewhere around 12, which is about 2 hours. That's because I was waiting for a friend to arrive, and we had a meal and I left. But again, the stalking. And this time, the address that the stalker originated from was 880 Clark Lane, right off of Stillwater Road.